Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to another Monday Night Raw review. This one is for June 20th, 2016, the after show of Money in the Bank. Your new WWE World Heavyweight Championship, Dean Ambrose, opens the show. He says that hard work pays off, and you deserve it, Chance. Fill the arena. He talks about how he felt it was his time. He says that he had a very, very long night. He went to Vegas. He partied with the Cavs. He did all this stuff, and he won Money in the Bank, and he cashed in. He says that Seth also had a long night because he finally got back to where he belonged, and then Dean took it all from him. He says that Roman's the guy, Seth is the man, that makes him the dude. Roman then comes out and says that it wasn't his night. It was Dean's night. He congratulates Dean's, and he asks how it felt to cash in on Seth. And Dean's response was, I would have cashed in on you as well. Then the crowd starts to chant, you can't wrestle, and Roman technically goes heel and tells all the fans that say he can't wrestle to shut up and sip your beer. Roman tells Dean that he wants his rematch. Seth comes out and says that he beat Roman clean. Dean stole the championship. Rollins should get the rematch. And they argue back and forth about who should get it. Shane then comes out, congratulates Dean, and announces that Seth and Roman are going to fight for a number one contenders match. But with the draft happening, he doesn't want everybody to be on separate shows and fighting for number one contendership, so he makes the match tonight. So that is your main event. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. This match, it was really good. It started off in an all-out brawl. Owens got thrown into the barricade a couple of times. He got thrown into the crowd, and he tried to leave, but Sami brought him back. He gets Sami, then when he brings Kevin Owens back, he gets thrown into the ring post. Owens hits a running senton, and then he takes over from there. Then it goes to commercial, and Sami Zayn takes over during the commercial. Sami Zayn flips over the ropes. Owens hits a super kick. He gets a 2 count. Sami Zayn runs into a super kick, going for the haluva kick, and he then reverses the pop-up powerbomb into a pin, and he picks up the win. Kevin Owens attacks Sami Zayn while he's celebrating, and then they fight, and then the refs try to stop it, and then it goes to a commercial break, and then the commercial comes back, and they're fighting in the back of the locker room, and that's pretty much it after that. I can see them fighting at Battleground, or SummerSlam, or anywhere, really. Fight forever. John Laurinaitis then comes out and says that he wants to run SmackDown. Shane comes out and says that he's running SmackDown, and John's like, okay, fine, I'll run Raw. And then he leaves. And then Enzo and Cass come out, and Shane and Enzo dance. Enzo and Cass then have a match against the Vaudevillains. The Vaudevillains start off strong. They dominate Enzo. Enzo then slams Gotch, and he slams his face into the turnbuckle. Tags in Big Cass. Big Cass hits the Empire Elbow on Aiden English, and Air Enzo for the win. AJ comes out to talk about his controversial match with John Cena. He says that he had dreamed of this moment for years, and it did not go the way he planned. He says that the match was tainted by Anderson and Gallows coming out and doing the Magic Killer to John Cena. He says that they had no business to be in his business. He says that they need to apologize to AJ, or he won't be in the club anymore. The club comes out. He says that he didn't need their help, and because they came out and attacked John Cena, they gave John Cena an excuse to say why John Cena lost. He demands an apology. They apologize. AJ says that they also need to apologize to Cena. Cena then comes out, says that he doesn't need an apology. Gallows and Anderson. Gallows says that AJ had no idea that they were going to come out there and attack you. And Carl says that they took advantage that they did not sign the contract, that they wouldn't come out. Only AJ did. And they took advantage of that. And they then apologize to John Cena. Cena says that AJ isn't good as he says he is, and that's why he demanded the apology. And AJ says that he's using the excuse that Carl and Gallows jumped him, and that's why he's not as good as he says he is. Cena then responds with he respects that AJ won. It's what a champion does. They win in whatever way it takes, but he's not a man of his word. The crowd then chants Cena. AJ says that he doesn't care what the fans think. AJ says that he can fight any member of the club tonight, and John Cena's like, okay, John Cena versus AJ Styles right here, right now. And AJ says no, any member besides him. AJ then makes the match so Carl Anderson will fight Cena one-on-one, and AJ and Gallows will not get involved. AJ and Gallows then go to the back, and they wait for the match to be over. John Cena versus Carl Anderson. Cena starts off strong, which is hinted and obvious. Cena hits a few clotheslines, hits a 5-knuckle shuffle, hits the AA. As soon as he hits the AA, AJ and Gallows come out. They jump Cena. Cena wins by DQ. Cena gets hit with the Magic Killer, and then he gets hit with the Styles Clash. Very good segment. I see John Cena winning at Battleground, and then they having the final match at SummerSlam. And then I feel like I heard they're apparently they're going to be the ones fighting for the SmackDown Championship. I don't know when that's going to be. Guess we'll have to wait and see. They could very well be at SummerSlam, but I don't know. Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler. I don't really care. I want Zack Ryder. Not Dolph Ziggler. Zack Ryder. Baron Corbin versus Zack Ryder. I really didn't care. I want Zack Ryder to win every match he's in, and he doesn't. Unfortunately, he doesn't. Corbin starts off strong. Zack started to rally. He hit a drop kick, and he knocked Corbin off the apron, and then he hit an elbow drop. He gets a 2 count, and then he gets hit with an end of days, and he loses the match. Paige versus Charlotte for the women's title match. Now, I don't know why this match took place. Like, Paige versus Charlotte is fine. I don't know why it's for the championship. Apparently, she put herself as the number 1 contender. And then, but I was reading reports that Paige was in jail and in the hospital for something that happened after last night. I don't know what. So I was confused how this match, like I thought she was going to be in jail or in the hospital because that's what the reports were saying. But nope, she competed for a title. Paige started off strong. She kneed Charlotte in the corner a couple times. Dana then pulled Charlotte out of the ring. Paige knocked down Dana. Dana then distracted Paige, and Paige got knocked down by Charlotte, and Charlotte took over. And then it went to a commercial break. Paige started to rally back. She hit a running knee. She got a 2 count. Charlotte hit a couple chops. Paige slammed Charlotte. Charlotte then hit a moonsault off the second rope. She got a 2 count. Paige hit the Rampage. She got a 2 count because Dana Brooke botched putting her foot on the rope, but the ref knew that she was supposed to put her foot on the rope, so he went along with it. Technically, Paige should have been champion. Dana then got ejected, and as soon as she gets ejected, Paige is distracted. She gets hit with the natural selection, and she loses the match. They then jump Paige, and Sasha Banks comes out. Dana runs up the ramp. Sasha lays Dana down, and she hits a bake statement on Charlotte. Dana then attacks Sasha from behind. Paige comes in to save the day. Her and Sasha stand tall in the middle of the ring, and Sasha holds up the women's title. I see Sasha winning at SummerSlam. I really do. The Wyatts then returned, except Luke Harper is still hurt, so he wasn't out there. Bray says that they are stronger than ever. The New Day then come out and say that the Wyatts need to be more positive. And then Bray says that I see your future. And then he chants New Day falls. New Day falls. Instead New Day rocks. And then the segment's over. It was a little confusing. Don't know why. I mean, they're obviously going to be feuding 3-on-3 matches. So, I don't know. Rusev versus Titus was supposed to be a match, but it never happened. It started out an all-off brawl, and they ended up fighting outside the ring. Titus throws Rusev into the barricade a bunch of times. Titus then clotheslined Rusev over the barricade, which Rusev then leaves through the crowd, and that's it. Match doesn't happen. The main event, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for the #1 contendership of the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, with said champion on commentary. Okay, I apologize about that. My audio stopped recording. But I think I'm just gonna restart from the main event because I know it got to that part. Roman started off the match with a giant elbow tackle on Seth Rollins. The fight then managed to work its way outside, and Roman bounces Seth's head off the table announce table a couple times. They had the Spanish announce table out there for some reason. I don't know why. And Roman takes apart that table. Seth then starts to rally back. He hits a neck breaker. He gets a 2 count. He hits another neck breaker. He gets another 2 count. He hits a drop kick. He gets a 2 count. Roman hits some uppercuts. Then he hits a clothesline. Then he gets clotheslined. And Roman hits a big boot. Seth locks in a sleeper hold, but Roman gets out and he gets enziguried right after that. They exchange blows back and forth. Roman clotheslines Seth. Seth dives through the ropes onto Roman. Roman powerbombs Seth. He gets a 2 count. Superman punch, 2 count. Seth knees Roman and kicks him in the head right after. He gets a 2 count. Roman dodges a frog splash. Seth then gets hit by a drive-by. Seth hits an enziguri, and it's a 9 count. Roman pulls Seth back out of the ring. Roman spears Seth over the Spanish announce table, and a 10 count. Nobody wins. Shane then comes out and says that's not how we're going to end. We need a #1 contender. Dean says, here's how we're going to do things. I'll fight them both in the same night. Shane's like, I'll do you one better. You'll fight them both in the same night, in the same match. You both, all 3 of you, will be in a triple threat match at Battleground for the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Dirty deeds to Seth Rollins, dirty deeds to Roman Reigns, and the show is over. We get the Shield triple threat that we all wanted. And it's happening at Battleground next month. I don't know what the date. Don't know the date. But when we know the date, I think it's probably. I don't think it's before the draft, because that's too soon. But unless they're all 3 going to be on Raw, which would make sense. Have them 3 on Raw battling for the title. AJ and Cena on SmackDown battling for that title. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Camp Count Dakota, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles.